The lesson here for us women is to just accept ourselves.
Yes.
Accept ourselves. You know, on the last episode, we spoke about aging. And I posted a clip talking about how I hated aging, right? So many people, I want to say thank you to everybody that jumped in my comments just to make me feel better. Just to say, Kim, you look great. Because it did make me feel better. It made me feel better.
It got a lot of traction in the comments. People were mean to me.
No.
Yes, some of the men in your comments said some really terrible things.
Are you serious?
Yes, some person said I look like Skeletor. But honestly, it didn't bother me because I am so confident in my own skin.
You're beautiful.
The comments don't mean anything. Plus, I'm married to a guy who takes very good care of me.
Ew.
So I don't really give a damn what you think, as long as he's good. But I will say though, I think it's the makeup artist that you use when you switch your makeup artist.
Yeah.
Sometimes they do make you look different. And in that particular episode, the makeup artist did make me look different. So I didn't take his comment personally.
Good.
Because I really have thick skin for this type of stuff.
Good.
You know, I've been in media for over 20 years. So people really do say a lot of cruel things behind a computer that they would never say to your face. But I'm also very conscious of like certain makeup artists. I don't know if you are like that as well. It's like you have to kind of train them how to do your face.
Absolutely.
And when shout out to Yanni, who's my makeup artist, Viva Doll Beauties on social, when she's like traveling or isn't available, sometimes I go to another makeup artist and they don't know my face as good as she does because she's been doing my makeup since 2014.
Wow.
That's over 10 years.
Yeah. So she's used to you. She knows your skin. See, these are the things that we as podcasters have to deal with as women.
Yeah, absolutely.
That I don't think, some men do though. Some men do get there. Oh yeah, some men you see in them podcasts, absolutely, they get touched up. They would never admit it.
They cover their grays.
I
do see some podcasters who have the darkest beards.
It's too dark. Y'all look crazy.
And they have the spray in their hairline.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Because it's for us as women, you know, just aging and like all of the things that we're dealing with. And, you know, when you talk about the makeup artist, that's something that I never really wore makeup coming up, like a little bit here and there, right? But again,
it wasn't a thing like it is now.
No, it wasn't.
It's a thing now.
No, I mean,
glam is a thing.
When you see people putting glam on so heavy that they're actually becoming someone else, have you seen those like YouTube?
No. Yeah, I've seen influencers, quote unquote, that, and I'll be trying to tell my son this because everything on TikTok he wants to order to the house. Every skin product, every hygiene product. And I'm just like, they do a great job at marketing to kids. But one thing I tried to explain to him is that 9 times out of 10, that influencer has a filter on top of all the work that they got done. Like I've seen some of these young girls, Kim, I'm not going to lie, in person, they look 20 years older than we do. First of all, they OD off Ozempic, where their face starts to do this. Then they get so much tweaking done to their face so young. And then they pile on the makeup. And then they be on Instagram with the filters on top of all the work they just paid thousands of dollars to get. And it looks crazy in person. I'd be like, damn, I thought you looked like this. And then in person, it's crazy. So I say all that to say, if you're young, preserve your skin as much as possible before you start tweaking and doing all these things. I'm not against like Botox as you age, tweak a little Botox, do a little bit of, you know, because I just got some laser work to do the little bumps that they're called, I forgot exactly what they're called, but we should have the dermatologist on the show. But it's when your pores get clogged and they have like, it looks like raised bumps on your face. So I get those like kind of lasered. I just experiment with that. And I'm all for a little touch up.
A little touch up here and there.
In my 20s, I wouldn't dare have touched my face.
Me neither.
Because you're just developing, you know, you want to preserve as much as you can. And like my son has this thing where he orders every skincare product, every hair care product. The other day, Kim, he ordered sea moss to the house. sea moss.
Seriously?
Sea moss.
That's
Like at
wait,
13
and your son
years
is
old.
your son is 13. See, my son is into colognes,
Oh.
so he's always ordering colognes. And
Yeah.
my daughter, who is 17, she's big on the beauty thing. Like, she's been doing makeup since she was very young. And I've even learned a lot of things from her. Like, I also didn't do a lot with skincare, right? Like, now I'm looking for everything. Where's the retinol? Where's the retinol? How much percentage is in here?
But the kids be trying to use retinol at like 13, 14
Yeah.
years old. It's like, yo, whoa.
And you have to be careful with
You ha-
retinol because you can't put it on your skin and let the sun hit it. Like,
Right,
it's very
you have
strong.
to be
Yeah.
very careful. And like I was telling my son when I saw the delivery to the house, I'm like looking at the back of the sea moss vitamin packages, and I'm like, whoa. You're not even hitting puberty yet. Like, let your body naturally come into its own. And then I'm like, all you need right now is a Flintstone multivitamin and
Not a Flintstone
Yeah, remember
multivitamin.
the Flintstone
First of all,
they got the teenage
the
gummies
Flintstone
now.
multivitamin was too tasty. Like, I used to, so I already know it wasn't good for me because I used to eat those and then like sneak another Flintstone vitamin because why did it taste so good? It probably has
Yeah.
red dye, number 5 and all that in it.
But I'm just like, I'm big on like, and so I took him to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist looked at his routine and was like, okay, cut back on this, cut back on that. It's okay. You can have the moisturizer and the face cleanser, but you don't need, his hair care is crazy. He orders every deep conditioning. I don't know any boy whose hygiene is well kept as him. He has 30 colognes,
Well, that's good then.
30 hair care products. And so I took him to the dermatologist, and he just had like a real talk with him. He's like, scale all of this back. And then so he's showing him, what about this? I saw this on TikTok. What about this? And he's like, you don't need
It's
that.
TikTok.
You don't need this. But it's TikTok.
It's TikTok.
It's TikTok.
It's TikTok.
I'm happy he's into his hygiene. I'm really happy about that. He cares about his appearance. Girl, he has to have a fresh haircut. He has to have it all.
Yes.
But I do think that there needs to be a limit to what you use so early. And also understanding that a lot of these folks who sell these products are hiding behind a filter. They are filtering their faces and their body, and it's unrealistic. Like, and that's why a lot of young girls struggle
Right.
and have a lot of insecurity because they think that they're supposed to look like this at 13 years old. And it's humanly impossible.
Well, let me say this because that's why I think you're doing things like the Leadership Summit, right?
Yes.
Like that you just did, and congrats on that.
Thank you.
What a success!
It was beautiful.
I'm very supportive of.
Shout out to Lehman College.
Shout out to Lehman College. I think that that's an amazing thing to do, to be able to go back into the community, right? And I do think that we have to share these stories with the youth, with people coming up, because this is the problem. Like, I struggle with my daughters with this, right? I remember when my daughter came to me and told me that when she was going to be 18, she wanted to get a nose job.
A nose job?
When I tell you, and I'm not just saying this because this is my kids, my daughter has the perfect little
Your daughter
nose.
is beautiful.
The perfect little nose. But she was like, I want to get a nose job. I'm like, what? I don't understand it. But then in studying what's going on, I think just with social media, within the culture, with, our young women and them feeling like they're not enough because it's all like this crazy competition online.
It is.
So,
and they have so much access more than what we did.
Yes.
And that's why the leadership conference was very important for me to do, because I wanted to teach what I felt was missing in the culture.
Right.
And a lot of times these young girls get into the game and they feel like they have to look like their favorite celebrity.
Yes.
And not realizing if you go back 2 or 3 years, their favorite celebrity didn't even look like that.
Do you ever see those old, you know what, I love looking at those old pictures of Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
I'm always like, who is this person?
There's this show on YouTube I'm obsessed with. There's this doctor on YouTube who literally breaks down before and after videos. Oh my God. He's a plastic surgeon doctor. And he's like, this is da-da-da-da, and this is da-da-da-da, and then this, I'm like, and I go down a rabbit hole, and these folks look like
those Kardashians and those Jenners. And like, when you look at the old videos of them, you can see it. But it's like, they did a good job with gradually changing themselves over the years, right? Like,
I
it
mean,
was like little,
no,
then bow.
they look
whole different
unrealistic.
person.
Like Khloe doesn't even look like herself. Like
Yeah.
Khloe Kardashian looks like a brand
A
new
different person. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can do that, I think, you know, like with not just surgery and whatever, like, you know, your face changes. I look at my face all the time. I'm like, wow, your face really changed.
Yeah.
Like you really don't look the
they
way that you
say
used to look.
Every 10 years, your face changes.
Changes.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
It really does.
But with that being said, I would rather these young girls feel comfortable in changing themselves naturally than feeling so much pressure
Right.
to do it because of social media. Because at 19 years old, or you know, or in your 20s, you may not even like that new face that you put
Later.
on later.
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, it might be just more of a mental thing. That's why a lot of these social network places are being sued now. Facebook, Instagram, there's all these lawsuits happening
insane.
because these young girls are like committing suicide and all of these things because of the pressures that they face on social media. It's a very challenging new way of parenting through that. You know what I mean?
That being said, I promise you guys, when we open up next time, we will not talk about how we look. Oh my God, isn't that bad? But look at my nails. I could not finish my nails before I got here. This is like the struggle of juggling all these different things. Look at these nails. This is horrible.
It's not that bad.
This is horrible. I did them myself because I didn't have time to go to the nail salon. You don't think
good.
they're that bad?
They're not bad.